You can collect Social Security and keep working at the same time, but it can cost you thousands. Earn just $1 too much, and Social Security quietly starts clawing back your checks. Some retirees watch their entire monthly payment disappear, and they never saw it coming. But here's the twist almost nobody tells you about that withheld money. It is not actually gone forever, and that one fact changes everything. Stay with me, because misreading this rule is costing retirees real money right now. This is called the Social Security Earnings Test, and it confuses almost everyone. It only matters if you claim your benefits early and keep earning a paycheck. Get it wrong, and you could hand back money you were truly counting on. Get it right, and you can work, collect, and lose absolutely nothing. We will cover the exact dollar limits, what counts, and the mistakes to dodge. And you will know exactly how to work without wrecking your benefit. First, the single most important rule about the entire earnings test. It only applies before you reach your full retirement age and not one day after. For most people retiring today, full retirement age is 66 or 67. Claim it's 62 and keep working, and the earnings test is watching you. But the moment you hit full retirement age, the test vanishes completely. After that, you can earn a fortune and keep every penny of your benefit. So the whole trap lies in those early years between 62 and full age. That window is exactly where most working retirees get blindsided. If you are already past full retirement age, you can relax on this one. But if you are claiming early and still working, pay very close attention now. Now let us talk real dollars, because these limits are very specific. In 2026, if you stay under full retirement age all year, there is a hard line. You can earn up to $24,480 with no penalty at all. That works out to about $2,040 a month. Earn $1 over that line, and the withholding begins right away. For every $2 you earn above the limit, Social Security holds back $1. Let us make that concrete with a simple, realistic example. Say you claim at 62 and earn $40,000 from a part-time job. You are about $15,500 over the yearly limit. Social Security withholds half of that overage, around $7,700. That is a serious chunk of the checks you thought were on the way. And here is a detail that genuinely shocks people about how they take it. They do not shave a little off each check. They hold back whole monthly checks. Now for the question that trips up almost every working retiree: what actually counts? Because if you misunderstand this, you might give up benefits for no reason at all. The earnings test only counts the money you earn from actually working. That means wages from a job or net profit from your own business. But a huge list of income does not count, and this is the good news. Money from your pension does not count against the earnings test. Withdrawals from your 401k or your IRA do not count either. Investment income, dividends, interest, and capital gains are all safe. Rental income and annuity payments do not count against you either. So a retiree living off savings and investments is never touched by this rule. It is only the paycheck from real work that puts your benefit at risk. Keep that in mind, because the next part is where people lose the most. Here is the worst mistake, the one that earns this video its name. Picture this: you claim at 62 while still working a full-time job. First, claiming early permanently cuts your benefit by about 30%. That reduction never goes away. It follows you for the rest of your life. Then, on top of that, the earnings test withholds even more of those smaller checks. So you locked in a permanent cut, and you're not even getting paid right now. It can be the worst of both worlds, and many people stumble right into it. If you plan to keep working full-time, claiming at 62 rarely makes sense. You give up money now and forever, just to start your checks a few years early. But before you panic about all those withheld checks, here comes the twist. Because the money you thought was gone is not actually lost. This is the part the headlines almost never explain clearly. The earnings test does not take your money, it simply delays it. When you finally reach full retirement age, Social Security does something fair. They recalculate your benefit and raise your monthly check to pay you back. All those withheld checks come back, spread across the rest of your life. It is as if you had simply claimed a little later than you really did. So the earnings test is really a forced delay, not a true penalty. That single fact calms a lot of fear about working in your early 60s. Still, there is a catch worth knowing before you start celebrating. You only fully break even on that return money if you live a long life. And until full retirement age, those missing checks can still strain your budget today. So the test may not rob you, but it can still squeeze your cash flow now. Now the rules get a lot friendlier in the very year you reach full age. In that special year, the earnings limit jumps way up. For 2026, you can earn up to $65,160, and the withholding eases to just $1 for every 3 you earn over. Even better, only the months before your birthday month even count. So the closer you get to full age, the gentler this test becomes. It is the government's way of easing you across the finish line. Then, starting the month you hit full retirement age, all limits vanish for good. From that day, you can work full-time and collect every single dollar. But there is one more rule that can rescue your very first year of retirement. Imagine you retire in the middle of the year after a high-earning career. Your total income for that year might be far over the limit already. Without a special rule, that could wipe out your benefits for the whole year. So Social Security offers a special monthly test just for your first year. In any month you earn under the monthly limit, you get a full check. It does not matter how much you earned earlier that same year, so you can retire mid-year and still collect checks right away. This generous rule only applies for that single first year of benefits. After that, you are back to the regular annual limit we covered earlier. Now here is some genuinely good news about working in retirement. Your benefit is based on your 35 highest earning years of work. If you are still working, a strong year can replace an old, low-earning one. When that happens, Social Security automatically bumps your benefit up. So working longer can quietly increase your check for the rest of your life. And remember, once past full retirement age, there is no earnings test at all. You can run a business, take a job, and keep every dollar of your benefit. Working in your later years can be both rewarding and good for your wallet. So let us turn all of this into a simple plan you can actually use. First, if you plan to work full-time, think hard before claiming at 62. Second, remember that only a paycheck counts, not your pensions or your savings. Third, if checks get withheld, relax. You get that money back after full age. And fourth, always check your real numbers on the official Social Security website. A few minutes at that site can save you from a very expensive guess. So let us pull the whole earnings test together one last time. Before full age, earning over the limit holds back checks. After full age, you are free. And any money withheld is never truly lost. It returns to you down the road. The earnings test is not a wall. It is just a rule you can plan around. If this made the rules clearer, subscribe for more plain English retirement money guides.